What is the very latest you're hearing from the U.S. search operation that is about to resume in Perth, Australia?
Sure. The latest news is that we are moving another P-8 Poseidon from its operating base in Okinawa, Japan, down to Perth, Australia. That will give us a continuous, everyday flight coverage out of Perth with our two P-8s, which are the latest and best technology we have for searching. So that should be there later on today. And we have a flight going up today. As you probably know, all the flights were canceled yesterday. There's some pretty nasty weather out here, but we do expect to get up and flying again today. And then with the addition of our second P-8 Poseidon, that will give us daily coverage, once again in support of the Australian coordinated effort and a great international effort, but the U.S. Navy will have that continuous coverage now.
I know there are a lot of planes, different nations. This is a multinational effort, the U.S. involved. Have they told you, or do you know, Commander, which area you specifically, this P-8 Poseidon, will be going through, looking at the French satellite imagery, the Thai, the Japanese, the Australian? Do you know where you're going to be looking today?
The way it works is that every morning we get something called an air tasking order, or ATO. The ATO coordinates search sectors and communication frequencies, things like that. That is coordinated by the Australians. So every day is different. It just depends on where they need us. So that's an Australian coordinated assignment that we get via the ATO.
And so everybody sort of divides up the territory to make sure you're not overlapping. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. And, one thing to stress is this is still a big area, and we're talking hundreds of miles. And to be quite honest, still too big to effectively get a good sense of where this plane may have crash landed. And as you know, we really can't effectively use the towed Pinger locator before we get a good sense of where it was. And that's why we're out here searching, is to get a good datum, a good point where we think the plane may have landed, and then we can get our Pinger locator out there to listen for that black box ping. But the search area is still far too big now. It's still hundreds of miles.
Based on the information you're getting, Commander, are you upbeat? Are you optimistic that this debris that has been spotted in these satellite images, that the debris actually is wreckage from the plane?
From the pilot and the aircrew perspective, they are optimistic. I know every day when they launch a flight, they have a good feeling about finding something. I can tell you, though, the satellite imagery really hasn't been conclusive. To me, the only thing that will be conclusive is when one of our planes or someone else's planes gets a radar hit, we decrease our altitude, and we either zoom in with our electro-optical camera or get a visual. That, to me, is the defining moment. So satellite imagery is certainly helpful, but what I personally am waiting on is that visual confirmation. Once we get that visual confirmation, then our oceanographers will work backward. They'll reverse engineer the environmentals, meaning the wind and the current and the sea state, and they'll go back 18 days and to develop that point where they think this started from.
So I just want to be precise on these two surveillance planes, these Poseidon, these P-8s. Will two of them fly on one day, or are you just going to rotate one plane one day, another plane the next day?
Most likely rotate, but again, that's based on the assignment from the Australians. So if they need us, we will do everything in our power to support with two planes at once. If they, in their opinion, a rotation is better, we will support that. So an international effort, a lot of planes down here, but we are a support in a supporting role to the international effort. So really, it's what's needed of the U.S. Navy.
Does it make any sense, Commander, to send an aircraft carrier to this area in the Indian Ocean so these planes don't have to fly 4 or 5 hours just to get to the suspected site, then fly back? It's a long, long distance from Perth.
Yeah, great question. The U.S. Navy and 7th Fleet has a forward deployed aircraft carrier based or forward deployed out of Japan. Really, to be honest, these long-range fixed-wing patrol aircraft, they do not fly off aircraft carriers. They are land-based. So from their forward deployed base in Okinawa, they can fly out of Malaysia, as we saw earlier, out of Perth, Australia, out of dozens of countries here in 7th Fleet. But they are land-based aircraft, and the aircraft carriers, Air Wing, really is not the same support there.
So the helicopters that fly off of aircraft carriers or the planes, they wouldn't really be useful in a search operation like this. Is that what you're saying?
No, I specifically was talking about the P-8 and the P-3. So the P-8 Poseidon, that's the long-range fixed-wing aircraft. That is land-based, and they take off from land-based airstrips.
What about drones? Would they be useful?
Yeah, great question. Great question there. I think the combination of satellite imagery plus our P-8 and the other fixed-wing patrol aircraft, that's the best combination we have. Drones are certainly improving in their technology every day, but I think the range needed, you have to look at where this debris field may be. We're talking 1,500 miles out, and really, the asset we have with the best range on that is the P-8, and that's what we're using.